People are so focused on getting the most expensive equipment, and that's because they believe they are going to get the best results from it. But a big factor in the equipment providing you the best look is the person setting up that equipment. And you can spend all this money on expensive equipment and not end up with the look that you want. And so in this video, I want to compare the look I get from using my expensive equipment versus what we get using cheaper options. So here we have the Godox SZ150 light, which runs about $500. And opposite that, we have a light by Torgym, which costs about 70 bucks for a pack of 2. Now the thing is, the cheaper option already comes with soft boxes, but for the Godox, it doesn't. And so we are adding an extra $125 for the soft box, bringing us to a total of $650 after taxes. So here are the two setups side by side. The shot on the left is set up with the Godox light, and the shot on the right is with Torgym. The softbox from Godox also comes with a grid, so throwing that on controls more of the spill from the back wall. Now with Torgym, since you get a 2-pack for 70 bucks, let's make a basic 2-point lighting setup. For my second light, I'll be using this RGB panel. This is the LD150R, which runs about 600 bucks, and with it, we have the softbox with an additional $70. So the second light is going to act as the hair and fill light. So on the left side, you have a setup that costs about $1,300 versus the right side, which costs about $70. And sure, side by side, there are a lot of differences you might be able to pick up, but do these differences really look like they cost over $1,200? Let's change it up to an interview setup and let me know in the comments which one you thought was the more expensive setup. Here's setup number 1 and setup number 2. Here is the first setup with 2 lights, and here's the second. One of the hints towards which setup is which can be that the second setup has the light wrapping around my head more, and that's because I have a larger softbox for it. Because you have a smaller softbox, that means you are getting a smaller light source and you are not getting as soft of a light. A larger light source equals softer light if it is close to your face. So if I pull the lights away from my face and brighten up to compensate for the dimness, you can see that there's more contrast on my face. Even with a larger softbox, if I pull it away from my face, it becomes a harsher light source. So typically, you want to place softboxes as close to your talent as you can if you are going for the softest look. Now, given that one setup costs about $1,300 and the other one costs less than $100, if you provided these results to a client, do you believe they would be upset? Of course, that depends on the client, but ultimately, I don't believe this is a bad result for less than 100 bucks. Now, up until this point, I've been using the cheaper lights with the bulbs they come with. And these bulbs only give you a few brightness and color options. But what if we were to change the bulb? These are the B7C bulbs from Aputure, and the thing about these bulbs is that they are RGB and you can control them through the Sinus Link app. So after installing these bulbs, now you can see I can really start dialing in the look I want. Now sure, these bulbs might cost you a little more, but if you're looking for a good middle ground, these might be a good option for you. And so if you're in a pinch or if you're just not willing to spend over $1,000 on lighting equipment, the good news is you don't have to, and you could still get decent results with cheaper options. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like, and if there's something I may have missed, or if you have any thoughts that you'd like to share, go ahead and comment down below. Thanks as always for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Happy filming.